Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac and we are back playing some FTB Infinity for episode 61. Now, last episode we were working on a little bit of an odd system over here in our new power mob spawning Botania gunpowder room. I have no idea what to call this room. There is so much stuff in it right now, but we were working on this little system over here, which since the end of last episode has actually been working out pretty well. As you can see, everything is coming through pretty nicely. We're getting quite a lot of mana. You'll see I made a few changes since the end of the last episode. First of all, I added like a ton more mana spreaders. We had, I think, 3 at the end of last episode. We now have an extra 5 on top of that, so 8 in total. And as you can see, this thing is just full right now. I can probably go ahead and like maybe lower this by half a second. I've been slowly going through and lowering this time interval quite frequently to see how much like the perfect time. So I don't want the mana pool to be running out. I want it to be just on the brink of running out of mana on at all times, so that we're getting like the most efficient drop rate of flint to gunpowder that we possibly can out of this setup. But as you can see, these are usually full. The wood is still dropping. Let me go do a quick check over here. I did have to go ahead and add a void world upgrade to the jabber barrel over here, so that once it filled up, the sawmill kept working. There is no wood in the sawmill right now. And you are not working, and that is because you are full. Right, okay. Do we have a trash can? I think I was going to go ahead and put those into barrels and do the same thing where I get like a void world upgrade, but I think, in all fairness, it's... Ooh, we should really increase the wireless range here. I think it's probably just going to be easier if we just get a servo, whitelist apples and saplings. I don't think we really need them all that much, apart from the saplings that are going around back into the planter. We really don't need to have this many. So I think what we'll do here is we'll put a trash can down here, and we'll have this whitelisted to apples, like so. Let's just go ahead and just whitelist apples, and then pull those out. That way all of the apples should get pulled out. We should... Is that working? Yeah, that's working. Okay. We should probably make that a better servo so it can pull like stacks of apples at a time. But I think once it's got through this like initial batch of apples, we're probably not going to get that many coming through all at once. So it should be more than fine. And then what we'll do for the saplings is, because we still want the saplings to go through to the planter first, we don't want them to go straight to the trash can. What we'll do instead is we'll make another trash can, and we'll just stick that next to the planter. We'll go ahead and do that. Take you. And then if we put that kind of further away from the harvester, that should mean that it only goes to the trash can if it can't go to the planter. And by that I mean like put it there. So what should happen now is it should pull out the saplings, I think. Oh no, this is the retrieval mode, isn't it? Ooh. Do we have another retriever? Wow, we really need to increase that wireless range right there. Retriever, we do. Okay, let's go ahead and just add one more retriever to that. And what that should do, I think, is it should mean that it'll try and go to the planter first, because I think because it's the first one in the line, it should try and go to the planter before the retriever for the trash can works. But basically, this is just going to allow us to free up a little bit of space all around here. Let's see, can I get away with this? I can. I will take that, and we will go ahead and whitelist that in there. I really hate that poison effect. We need to come up with like some sort of potion to get rid of that, or some sort of status removing effect, but that should work out just fine, and the system shouldn't really have any more hiccups. It is working pretty well over here in this room. But if we go ahead and check, it was doing okay up until a few seconds ago. That one's full. That one's full. We did have a few issues with the turbines not working until like 5 minutes ago. So now that they're back online, I expect these to start filling up like this one is here, where it's full on power, because I think our system is pretty much maxing out right now. I don't think this thing... Yeah, you can see right there, we are actually full on power, which is pretty nice. And that leads me nicely to what I want to work on today. So, we've been building up quite a bit of power over the last couple of episodes, and I want to start working on actually using that power. Now, before we do that, there is one issue we need to address. When we move the mob spawner from this room over here, down over into our new room behind these turbines here, we switched from using a Mine Factory Reloaded grinder to using the grinder from Draconic Evolution. And the key difference is that the Draconic Evolution grinder, whilst it's faster and probably better for our situation, it doesn't actually produce any mob essence, which means all of our systems that we're using this mob essence down here, you can see the tank is still there. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Don't work right now. So none of our stuff that works, none of our stuff using these tanks, for instance, the Wither Skeleton Skull farm over in the Nether, doesn't work. And the system that I want to set up today also isn't going to work. So, the first thing we're going to do is... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I forgot about that drain being there. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to set it up so that we're getting more mob essence. We're going to do it so that we are getting mob essence, and we're going to do it so that we're getting mob essence from our current farm. Now, the way we're going to do that is using sewers. Little thing that I actually didn't know was a thing, but it turns out that if you drop experience orbs onto sewers, so for instance, if we do that, look at that, mob essence. I had no idea that was a thing, but I was looking through for ways that we could make mob essence, and it turns out that you can actually go ahead and just drop experience onto a sewer, and that will go ahead and make mob essence. So, my plan here is you'll see I've broken the walls a little bit there, and I made a little bit of a hole back here. What I want to do is, I would like to have some sewers down. I don't know if I'm going to put all 4 down, but I'll put, we will do for now, I guess. What I want to do, oh, does that like... Ooh, I wonder if it picks up the experience there. What I was going to do is I was going to have it so that the, all the experience that's being picked up by the vacuum hopper got pulled out and got sent around. If we grab ourselves some fluiducts here real quick, my plan was to have something set up that looked a little bit like this. Let me break a tiny bit more of this wall here real quick, and we'll kind of bump around like that. And then I want to have another tank from open blocks, and of course another shower head to drop stuff onto the sewer, and then we'll have the sewer pump out and into the ender tank that we have here, so anything else that we need can go ahead and use it. And of course we're going to grab some obsidian so we can make ourselves an open blocks tank. I did go ahead and make some more glass because we are really low on glass right now. Considering we have like almost 400,000 sand, we are really low on glass. It's kind of crazy, but if we go ahead and type in tank, we should be able to make some of those, and 2 should be more than enough. Let's grab ourselves a shower head real quick, which again isn't too hard when you have obsidian, and we don't need a lever or anything like that. This thing's going to be running just like constantly 24/7, and everything should be good. Let me check these real quick. Are these like, they're not, whoa, how did they empty out? I'm pretty sure that one had something in a minute ago, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and we'll stick that down like there maybe. I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of that one, but then at the same time, oh, let's block that up real quick. I kind of want to put down like 2 shower heads here, like one there and one on the other side, so they get like a nice even distribution going. Thankfully, this little thing can break through stone and dirt super quickly, which is very nice indeed. We do have a server, so we'll just go ahead and set that to extract. I do think we need to set this guy to put out the top like that. There we go. There we go. Okay, now let's fill in the roof. And this should be good to go. This should be filling all these up with stuff. It is. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's go. Oh, he's got actually some sewer in there as well, which is not really the objective. But I'm not... Where did he get... Did, like, mobs drop sewer? Like, if you put... If you put, like, a gaggle of creepers into a pen and put sewers underneath them, does that work? You get creeper sewerage? I don't know, but let's stick that down there as well. We did pick up quite a bit of experience there. But we'll put that down like that, and then we'll kind of just... I was going to say dig underneath, but I don't really think we can. We will dig around, is how we will dig. And do we have enough? We don't. Let's go make some more fluiducts real quick. And we'll just have that pump into the ender tank. And that should dismiss all of our mob essence issues. I think we'll be getting more than enough from that we don't have to worry about getting any more from anywhere else. We're going to make the opaque ones just because we don't have any of the hardened glass required to make the non-opaque ones, also known as the transparent ones. But if we go back in here and do something like this, we'll just go boom, boom. And I think we'll go... Boom. Boom. I'm aware that I'm picking up all of the experience right now, which is not what I wanted to do at all. But once it's all set up and running, it shouldn't be too big of a deal whatsoever. Let's grab ourselves 2 more default normal servos. We need to make 2 sets of them. I think we should have what it takes. Now that we've got some glass, we do. 4 of those, and we are good to go. So, what I want to do next, or what I want to start working on next, is getting some laser drills. Now, those who have been watching over the last few episodes, I've seen quite a few people guess this already in the comment section. It's kind of one of the only things really late game that requires an absolute ton of power to run. And I am picking up so much experience right now. Let's get that down real quick. There we go. Okay, stop. But we want to set up some laser drills. And laser drills, for those who don't know, use an absolute ton of power, like way too much power. Do we have any spare cobblestone here? But they are pretty cool, so we're going to try and make some. Now, in order to get the laser drills and the laser drill pre-charges, which are the 2 blocks that you need in order to get the laser drill up and running, we need, first of all, some pink slime. Now, pink slime is a little tricky to get. First of all, we have to make a slaughterhouse, which sounds a little bit worse than it actually is. This thing is made using 2 Invar swords, which for some reason don't have a very nice fax texture pack, but that's fine. And we'll get to Invar axes, as well as all the rest of the generic thermal expansion machinery, machine frame, boom, as well as some plastic sheets and a redstone reception coil, and we should be good to go. Nice. So we'll take that. I've gone ahead and made an auto spawner and a tesseract as well between episodes, and you'll see why we made that in just a second, because what we're going to do is we're going to set up a little bit of a cow farm. Right now, I'm not quite sure what happened to our cow farm. It just seems to have stopped working at some point, but we're going to get rid of this fence. We're going to put the slaughterhouse down here, like that, and then we're just going to use the Tesseract for power for now, so we'll stick that there. We'll set it to frequency 1, which is the frequency that all of our power goes through. That's going to go ahead and give some power to that. We should have some redstone conduits. We do. We'll go ahead and power you. We're then going to go ahead and stick down the tank, and I think we'll go ahead and put it just 1 block above, because I do think we need some fluid in between there. We're also going to need some lapis so we can get it to change to the mob essence frequency, like so. That should quickly fill mob essence. Nice. And then we'll do something like that. We'll use the last little servo here. And then this should be pretty much ready to start spawning in cows. The only thing we have to do now is get ourselves a reusable safari net, throw some cows in there, and what the slaughterhouse is going to do is it's going to kill the cows, and it's going to turn them into either meat or pink slime, which we're going to use then to make pink slimes. So first of all, I'm going to make another tank from open blocks real quick, and the reason I'm going to do that is because we need a place to store both the pink slime and the meat, and I'll get into that just again in a second when we go outside, and you'll see why we actually need tanks, although the machine does have an internal tank. And then finally, we need a reusable safari net, so we'll go ahead and take another one of those. I think we have a gas tier. We do. Good stuff. And we need to go find a cow, which I didn't actually think we'd have to do anytime soon, but apparently that is a thing. We did have some cows in the pen at one point. I'm not quite sure what happened to all those guys, and I think actually, to be fair, there was a pig over there. I saw it. There it is. I think pigs should work fine. I usually use cows, but pigs I think work just fine, so we'll take some pigs, and we'll throw that in there. That should start spawning in pigs fairly quickly. And then what we'll do over here is we'll set down a tank for meat. We'll make that too tall. And we'll set up a tank for pink slime. And the reason I'm doing that is because if we look in here, there is a tank for pink slime and a tank for meat. But once either of these tanks fill up, much like with the sewer over in on the harvester, once the tank fills up, it stops working. So we need to make sure that the meat has somewhere to go to. In this case, this nice big tank here. This is not working. Why? You're out of redstone flux. Why is my question there. You shouldn't be out of redstone flux. Let me quickly check down here. I don't think we ran out of all of our power within the last few seconds. We didn't. Did I do the right frequency? Yeah, frequency 1 is set to send power. What's up with that? What is up with that? Let's go and, oh wow, I can't, here we go. I need a better way of getting in and out of this room. It looks cool with the glass on the floor, but I really need a better way of getting in and out of there. Let's do a quick check here. What's up with that? Frequency 1. Oh, okay. Receive power. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, I think our pen is a little small for the radius of the spawner here, but it should be fine. We should start getting some stuff here real quick. Is this working? It is. We got some meat. Pink slime is a little rarer. You get a lot more meat than you do pink slime. Mainly because pink slime, like I said, is the rarer of the two. And it's actually a lot more useful. But with the amount of mob essence we're getting, which should be enough to keep this running, I hope, and the amount of power that we're getting as well, we should eventually get enough pink slime to get things going. We are going to have some just stray pigs wandering around all over the place here. Come on now. Are you going to get me some pink slime? I can't really set this system up until we get at least a little bit, because otherwise what's going to happen is we're going to end up with meat in both tanks. There we go. We got some pink slime. Okay, if I do this, I think MFR machines should automatically, auto-output. See, that's what I didn't want. Right there, that is what I didn't want. Let's get rid of this one. And then let's get rid of this one. And let's try this again. If I do that, that should empty all the meat out. Is this one still got meat in it? What? What? How did that happen? Okay, there we go. All the meat's in that tank. Let's take that one back. I only want the one. You can stay up there. Do we now just have pink slime? What I keep right-clicking on it with the tank. Okay, top tip number 1. Don't right-click with the tank in your hand. That does not work. Let's see. I think what's happening here is we're getting more... Okay, right, that's turned off right now, isn't it? No, we just... Okay. There we go. Well, okay, I'm going to go away, guys. I'm going to wait until we have 1,000... Really, we only need a thing for the meat for now. We don't really need a tank for the pink slime because we only need 1,000 millibuckets of it. But basically, I'm going to go away. I'm going to wait until we have 1,000 millibuckets, aka 1 bucket worth of pink slime in this little tank here. And I'll be back in a second. Okay, so a little while later, as you can see at the top there, or maybe you can't, it's a bit hard to see there at the top with the transparent whaler, but we have 1,200 millibuckets out of 16,000 of pink slime, so I should be able to go ahead and right-click. And now, basically, what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to take that safari out. I'm going to go ahead and just release this pig, because we don't really need him right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to spawn a pink slime. Now, I'm a bit dubious here, because there is a room under this floor, so I need a place where I'm not going to break into the base. But there we go. What we need is a little 1x1 hole, and if we go ahead and, let me pick that dirt up, if we go ahead and release the pink slime into this hole, it should form into an actual, like, slime creature, much like the normal slimes in vanilla Minecraft, but pink is what we should see any second now. There we go. I'm going to take it instantly, because this is how you actually get pink slimes. So, let's go ahead and take this out. We're not actually going to need this guy again. And then let's go ahead and put the fence back down, because I have a feeling these pink slimes are going to try and escape. And if we put the safari net back in here, it should start to spawn pink slimes. Now, the reason we've done it this way is because, as you just saw there, it's pretty hard to get pink slime. And I would rather not have to go ahead and, like, make this every time. And now, if we go ahead and grab our sword, we should be able to get ourselves some pink slimes. Look at this. This is how you get pink slime balls, by the way. There's actually no other way to get this. These do not spawn naturally in the world. And in order to make laser drill pre-chargers, we need 9 per laser drill pre-charger. So, we are going to go ahead and need to... Well, okay. I should probably explain how a laser drill works first. Let's kill a few of these. Basically, the laser drill, for those who don't know, I've kind of just assumed people know at this point. But I'll take this out for now, because I don't think we're going to need too many just yet. But basically, what the laser drill does is it's an auto miner. It mines, but from nothing. So, let's go ahead and make it here real quick. We'll go ahead and make ourselves a laser drill. And you'll see there's 2 blocks. It's the laser drill and the laser drill pre-charger. Now, the laser drill is fairly easy to make. It's some plastic sheets, 2 redstone reception coils, which are fairly easy. 1 hardened glass, or fused quartz, should I say. We're going to need quite a few of those, so let's go ahead and grab quite a bit of that. I'll just grab, say, like 32, and throw all those into the alloy smelter. That should get us a fair bit. Should get an 8, I think. Fused quartz, 2 diamonds, and then 2 of these glowstone illuminators, which are made by infusing a illuminator frame with some energized glowstone, which is made by putting glowstone into the magma crucible. This is made with some more fused quartz, nether quartz, and some signalum, which is made using... I'm going to do it in the alloy smelter, using 3 copper, 1 silver, and some redstone. So copper... Actually, do we have any signalum? No, we don't. Okay. Redstone. Let's grab some of that. Copper. Let's grab some of that. And I think it was silver. Let's grab some of that. We have 8 of those. We'll throw you, and you in there. And they should start working. You can go in like so. And we should be pretty much good to go. Let's grab some glowstone real quick and get that into the magma crucible. That's going to allow us to get that energized glowstone. We'll do the same thing we've always done with the tank here. I think we have some resident ender left in that fluid transposer. 3,000 is a lot of resident ender, but actually, you know what? I don't care. We're gonna waste it. I was going to try and savor it, but we have a lot of ender pearls, and it's really not that hard. And I'm a slave to saving time. So we'll put that down. We'll do that. Empty that into the fluid transposer, and then if we get ourselves some of the signalum here, we should be able to actually make all this stuff. So we need the frame. Let's go ahead and make 2 of those. We only need 1 laser drill for now. We might make more in the future, but for now we're just going to make 1 laser drill to start with here. We'll fill those up with glowstone. I think we should have enough energized glowstone to fill those up. It looks like it uses 500 millibuckets. Cool stuff. We'll take you. We'll throw you back in the system, and we should get ourselves a laser drill. Nice. So, the way this works is you have to place it over either the void or bedrock. So, for instance, if you're playing on a skyblock, you can just put it over the void. If you're playing on a normal world like this, where you can't see the void because of the bedrock, you have to have this thing viewing bedrock. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down right about here, and we have to dig all the way down to bedrock in order for this thing to actually work. Now, that shouldn't be too hard here. Let me just check my brightness is all the way up full so you can kind of see what's going on. We are on Y level 24. It shouldn't be too hard for us to get all the way down because this drill is actually pretty good. And boom, bedrock. So the only way this thing works is if it can view bedrock, and all we have to do is stick it over this and then power it using laser drill prechargers, and it will generate ores. It will just generate them. Now, that might sound a bit overpowered, a bit crazy, but wait until you see the amount of power that this thing takes in order to run. So if we head back here, we need to get these laser drill prechargers. Now, if we hold shift, each of these uses 5,000 redstone flux per tick, and you can use up to 4 of these per laser drill. You can have one on each side. We'll show you how to set them up in just a second. So that's up to 20,000 redstone flux per tick to run this laser drill precharger, to run the laser drill in total. To put that in perspective, we're making 10,000 hours per tick using these two, and maybe another 10,000 hours per tick using all of these. If they're all running, you can see this one's full, and the rest of them aren't for whatever reason. But some of these, it seems to be favoring some of others here and filling some of them up. I did put another sound muffler down to make the sound here nearly silent. Someone did suggest that in the comment sections of, I think, maybe the last episode or the episode before. But anyway, this thing's going to use a ton of redstone flux if we want it to run at maximum speed. Hence why I've been making so much redstone flux over the past few episodes here. We do need one more glowstone illuminator, so we'll go ahead and grab another 2 of those. We should be able to make exactly one more with the glowstone that we have in here. Thank you very much. And we should be pretty much good to go. We, of course, need this guy here, the pink slime crystal, which is where the pink slimes come in. It's made by smelting a pink slime block, which is made using 9 pink slime. So we'll take that and smelt it up in our alloy smelter. I will go ahead and dump my inventory here real quick, because we don't need half of the stuff that we have on us right now. So we can go ahead and grab this stuff, take the signalum, throw you in there, and then dump all of this stuff, including the signalum, back into the system. Thank you very much. You can go into there, and then we should be able to do this. Oh, we're missing a coil. Okay, so close. So close to getting it right first time. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. So I will take that. We might as well put that into there now. And I'm going to grab this tesseract real quick. I don't think we're going to need power over here for much longer. We might need a few more pink slimes if we decide to make some more laser drill precharges, which we might do. But for the time being, I don't see us using more than 2, considering we're not... I don't think that we're producing a constant enough 15,000 redstone flux a tick, especially considering I don't even know how much power our quarry is using right now to warrant like running 15,000 hours per tick onto this thing. So basically, to get this to run, you have to put this 1 block away on any side, make sure it's facing the right way, which apparently you have to do when you place it down for the first time. That's not right at all. That torch just completely messed me up. I'm going to put it here. We're going to get rid of this. And boom. There we go. Alright, the laser does hurt. Bear that in mind. And it does actually fire a cool looking laser down to bedrock. You'll know it works if you see this laser. If you don't, you need to actually make sure it's over bedrock. Otherwise, like I said earlier, it will not work. It will hurt you if you go in there. And if you don't have extremely powerful armor, it will hurt you quite a bit. And now, all we need to do is stick down our tesseract, which is on receive power. This thing is now on power, and this thing is actually going to start to work. So you can see right now, it's running really, really slowly, which is not the best, but that's a dirt chest. And as I've learned the hard way, the dirt chest is like the worst, most useless thing ever. So instead, we will go ahead and make a normal chest. I think we'll actually go ahead and utilize the iron chest mods here, and let's go ahead and make like the highest tier chest we can. Let's make a gold chest, let's make a diamond chest because we've got so many diamonds, and then let's make a crystal chest, just because why not? I haven't made a crystal chest in such a long time, but these things can hold so much stuff. They actually have the same capacity as the diamond chest, but you can see through them, and we'll stick that down on top, and you'll see this thing has quite a bit of space. And once this thing actually fills up, once it gets to 300 work, the 300 ticks it takes to actually fill up here, we will get our first ore. Now, you can add what are called focuses to this little section down here, and adding a focus will basically increase your chances of getting certain ores. Here we go, let's have a look. We got ourselves some nether salt ore, so it does actually get nether ores as well. It just takes from the ore dictionary and grabs any ores that it can. So if I type in ore, it will take any of the vanilla ores, it will take any of the nether ores, any of the modded ores. You can get absolutely all of the ores in the game via the laser drill precharger here. And if we go ahead and type in focus, you can see there are these guys up here, these laser focuses. You have different colors: white, orange, light blue, brown, magenta, etc, etc. For instance, yellow, it kind of resembles the ore that you're wanting to get. For example, yellow, for instance, will increase your chances of getting gold, yellorium, and Oh, glowstone, I think, is the other one. I think you can get glowstone from this. So I think, like, yellorium, gold are definitely, maybe glowstone. The light blue one increases your chance of getting diamond, etc., etc. So having these focuses in there, you can kind of more specifically tell the laser focus what ores you want. For instance, what we might want to do for one of our laser drills, I would like to have it so, like, all of our ores are coming from laser drills. I would like to have enough power. I think we got some silver there. I would like to have enough power to where we can have like a room full of these, making loads and loads and loads of ores at maximum speed, and we can like request yellorium to send to our big reactor down here, so we don't have to rely on the quarry, which we do have to keep moving over and over again. Now, I did have some issues with the world corrupting, and I did have to get rid of some of the Mistcraft ages, and I apologize for any frame rate like here, but I did have to make a new Mistcraft age and move the quarry again. It seems to be running quite well here, but this thing's probably using quite a bit of power. And it's a bit of a pain to have to reset this thing up every time that we want to move it. And we got some new dried dirt from Biomes Plenty. But I would like to make it so that we can move all of our ore production over to laser drills and just have it completely automated and self-contained within our base, not having to go out and mine like natural resources. But to do that, we need loads of power. So we're gonna have to come up with some pretty. We could make a bunch more of these turbines here and just have like loads of them. But I'd like to come up with some more interesting ways to get just like loads of power and store it all within an even bigger one of these Draconic Evolution energy orbs right here. I'd also like to jump into some more Draconic Evolution as well. There's some better armor we can get and some better tools. But for now, guys, I'm gonna end today's episode there. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like. What I'll probably do between episodes is make another one of these, see how we do on power. If we're actually, let's check our thing real quick here. How are we doing on power? Are we doing okay? We are, I was gonna say slowly losing, but we actually seem to be hovering around equilibrium right now when it comes to power. But we're probably not like having, our internal buffers are draining pretty quickly on our energy generators right now. And as you can see, none of these have that nice little buffer over here that they had a second ago. Although they are filling up with TNT, which is pretty nice. You can see they all have TNT now. I don't think we're quite producing enough gunpowder to warrant any more of these just yet. But we are producing enough gunpowder to at least almost keep these things having at least one in them at all times, which is pretty cool. And I have a feeling that we're going to start losing power any second now once these internal buffers run out. And is that the case? We still seem to be doing fairly okay, actually. It seems to be... Oh, wait, there's another internal buffer there. Alright, so we're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. We should be okay for power for now, especially considering this thing is only using one turbine's worth of power. But I'll try add a second one. I'll see how well it does. If it does well enough, I might keep it a second one, maybe try and add a third, but I think a third would be a bit too much. But as I said, thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like, and I will see you guys next time.